I'm in a hell of my own creation. I'm 3 videos into this, and I have managed to fuck up the audio quality of my mic every single time. I want to make it clear, I did test it this time. I tested the volumes. I've let a little bit of the episode play while I talked into the mic, and I could hear myself, and I could hear the video. If it's somehow fucked up, if my mic is spiking, or I'm too quiet, I don't even know what to do at this point. I have it set to where it sounds good, at least the test did. Honestly, I don't even care at this point. I'm just here to watch a show and yap about it. Sometimes, maybe you just don't get to hear the yapping because the volume's too low. Maybe sometimes you get to hear the yapping too much because it's too high. I don't even know at this point. I'm playing this by ear, making it up as I go. And if it works, it works at this point. But it should be good this time, and if it's not, I'm going to implode. Anyway, this is episodes 5 and 6 of Fullmetal Alchemist 2003. Let's do it.
This is Mustang.
Yes, hello, Lieutenant Colonel Mustang. This is Edward Elric reporting at the station, sir.
Easy, kid. Don't be uptight. You know, it sounds like you've been rehearsing this or something.
Sorry, sir. Roy. We're boarding the 9:20 train for Central.
Hang on. Only instance of Edward ever calling him Roy? Because I'm pretty sure he never calls him that in Manga Hood. Like, just Roy. I'm sure he calls him Roy Mustang at some point, but I'm pretty sure this is the only instance where Ed calls him just Roy. Unless he does it more in this show, which is entirely possible. But, crazy. I'm kind of here for it. I kind of like flustered Ed. I don't necessarily think it's true to character for Ed, because he's, this punk kid who doesn't give a flying fuck about authority, and that's kind of the core of his character. But at the same time, having this version of him that's a little more like, I'm 12 and about to, enter the military, and I'm talking to this military guy, doesn't entirely know how to interact. I don't believe there was a lot of that in the manga. Edward was always a little bit of a little punk bastard with Roy. But it's a fun take. It's a fun, unique take on it. And it's kind of, again, falls in that glorified fan fiction self-indulgence area where you can go let's have fun with this character. Let's try something different. See how that goes. Anyway.
I can't get a solid read on this Mustang character yet.
You're gonna hate him.
What kind of guy do you think he is?
Brother, am I scary?
Please, your kindness in a can. Cooler than skin, huh?
This is so sweet.
You've bothered them enough.
This is so sweet and cute. Again, I love it when Ed and Al get to interact with other kids. And I know that's a kid, but it's still cute. It's so sweet.
The higher up sure do take it easy.
Is that
Makes you
Pullman?
think we're on a pleasure line. Speaking of, where's Hughes? I don't like him out of sight.
Oh yeah.
Sir, he's
Oh,
at
yeah,
the switchboard
Hughes is
talking
in
to
this.
Lieutenant Colonel Mustang about possible gaps.
I'm telling you, Roy, it's a trip. Ever since she got pregnant, she's turned hotter than a love goddess. It's the miracle of hormones. It's like this angel flew down from heaven and
My
kissed her on
man! The best man!
Lousy phones. Cutting off my
God.
conversations.
I love
Can't
him.
do anything here.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Major, but let me offer a bit of feminine advice. Babies aren't born after just 5 months!
Oh! My queen!
Sorry, I
My
lost you.
goddess! Oh, I love her so much.
Good morning, General Hakuro.
So here is something I do want to say. For those who have only watched Brotherhood and never read the manga, this is actually a manga storyline. This is one of the first chapters in the manga. But it does not happen in a flashback. It is set in the present day. And it's kind of just a filler chapter. I think it's chapter 2? Let me double check. No, because chapter 2 is still Cornello. Okay, I think it's chapter 4. Yep, chapter 4, Battle on the Train. Which is also our first introduction to Mustang in the manga. Because the entire first episode of Brotherhood does not happen in the manga. So our first introduction is him just being like, well, we gotta deal with these terrorists now. And then he notices the manifesto of who was all on the train and sees that Edward's on the train. And he's just like, oh, well, never mind. He'll deal with it. He can do it. Just leave it to the child. Boom. So yeah, just a fun little tidbit for those who never actually read the manga. This episode is a manga episode. Now, the way O3 does it, not accurate to the manga entirely. Some parts of it are, some parts aren't. Like, Hughes is not there, Fullman is not there, Ed has already been a state alchemist for 3 years. Like, those things are different. But the gist of how everything plays out is more or less the same.
Speaking for the Eastern Liberation Front Blue Squad. The name is Bald. We've got the train and your general.
That's a bad name.
Don't
I'm just
play
saying
stupid.
right now.
We lost contact with one of our
Bald.
allies this morning.
Tree! Yeah, watch out for them trees, bro. My man!
You know, there's a real
My
art
favorite
to train
man!
walking. I'm shocked you made it this far.
Thanks. Yes.
I'm Major Hughes, and you're Edward Elric. Is
Oh, I
that
love
right?
him.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, but that fit, though. Hughes has a great fashion sense. Let's just put it that way. Like, I'm into it. I am totally into this look. It's a good look for him. Kill him. Kill him.
Where'd you come from?
Just look on the bright side, Bald. You probably needed a shower.
Oh, wow. Bro got roasted. There's no recovering from that one.
What's the matter? Don't like my company?
Is that what we like to call foreshadowing? What?
Don't tell me the army's feeding kids into its chop house now.
Are you
Gonna pay
surprised?
for that brat comment.
I used to be in this military too. It was fine as long as I was pissing on Q, but then I wanted this upgraded arm. They didn't like that, felt I'd be stronger than my superiors. You see, the queen bees don't like it when the little workers have a sting they can't control. Shortly after the procedure, they discharged me. Since then, I've gotten a taste for destroying them and the nation they
That's
command.
it? That's your motivation?
You understand, kid? You got an arm just like mine. You've wanted to be stronger too.
What
In the
are
military,
you
they'll
fucking
just get rid of
talking
you as soon
about?
as you're not convenient.
No, I don't understand. And don't you ever lump in my reasons for this arm. It's yours! Ah!
What? What is this man talking about? He's yapping a bunch of nonsense is what he's doing. What? I'm struggling to follow what this guy's motivation is. He's mad because he was discharged from the military because they didn't want him to get an upgraded auto mail arm. Which is dumb. I feel like there's a lot of ways you could give this dude some motivation for hating the military that isn't stupid. Because that was kind of stupid.
So I take it you're Mustang.
Get roasted, bitch.
Hey! You knew. That's why you made us take this train. You put us at risk on purpose.
Come on, Ed. You think I've got
Bastard.
the whole world on strings? Anyway, you should focus on the good news here. The general heard about your exploit saving the train and agreed to make a special exception. He's letting you take the state alchemy exam. You're going to be the talk of the military, kid.
Exception? But you always said we could take it. That's the reason we came.
Be realistic, Ed. The state's never let a kid take a military exam before. But I guess luck's on your side. Good thing you took that earlier train, don't you think?
Ooh. That's crazy. I kind of like that.
Whether or not you take the test is still up to you. I'm not trying to run your life.
Okay. I'm kind of into it for this version of the story. There's still, like, the factor of, like, the fact that a child was allowed to take a military exam shows how fucked up the military actually is and, like, how corrupt the country is. That they're just perfectly willing to accept a child soldier, you know? So it's like, that has its merit in Brotherhood. I do kind of like the vibes of this, though, that Mustang, like, told them they could do this thing without telling them, like, hey, you know, a child probably couldn't, and then orchestrated a whole scenario so that Edward get noticed so he could take the exam. It's kind of crazy. I like it from a character perspective. Maybe not necessarily the world building perspective, but from a character perspective, I think it's kind of a cool way to like showcase how much Mustang does in fact pull strings, you know? And also starts to lean into like how much Ed dislikes Mustang, because in the manga, the thing that really leans Ed into disliking Mustang is that Mustang like threatens him and Alphonse after he takes the state alchemist exam. And that's kind of the moment that Ed really starts to dislike Mustang, which works in the manga, but this also works to kind of achieve that same goal, but in its own way. It's cool. It's interesting. I like the differences. Crazy how chill Hughes is with a child in the military, though.
Those people had us dancing right in the palms of their hands, didn't they? I guess it doesn't matter what we do. We'll never be the ones in control.
That was weird dialogue.
There they are.
Alright. Episode 6. Let's do it. Last episode was fun. There were some weird moments, but overall, I enjoyed it. Let's see. Keep the train going. Keep it going. Good stuff.
Shao Tucker practically wrote the book on bringing things to life.
Oh, that's... Wow, Mustang. That's, really went for the throat there, Mustang. That's crazy. That's crazy you just said that.
Now, it's not just the two of you. Mr. Tucker has a 4-year-old, so be polite.
What about his wife? Isn't he married?
Let's go in.
Wow, okay, just don't answer the question.
That's his house?
But also, like, oh, Mustang really taking on the whole adult role here, just being like, don't be an asshole to the little child. That's not a cool thing to do. I'm eating it up. I'm into it. Now listen, you're gonna have to deal with me talking about Mustang and Edward and Alphonse a lot, because it does happen to be my favorite part of the story. I love them. I love it so much. Mustang's my favorite character. Yeah, I'm gonna be into it. So you're gonna have to just bear with me here. You're gonna have to bear with me through any interactions between Mustang and the boys, okay? Because I just eat that shit up. I eat it up so much.
You know that's bad, Alexander.
Oh, no. I'm
No! She's so cute!
Just don't
Oh, that hurt me.
say roll over.
Sorry about the mess. We just lack a woman's touch here.
Okay.
Sexist, wasn't it? I've been told
Oh my goodness. I was about to be like, that's sexist. Like, okay, sexist. But then he actually said it. That took me out. Oh my god. Oh, that was funny. She's so cute. Oh,
Sometimes
the
I wonder
horrors.
if I have the vigor to raise her right.
No, you don't.
That won't do. You have to eat to get grown
I
up.
think I'm plenty. Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, it sure looks delicious.
Make sure you chew.
Yeah, it sure tastes great.
No.
Now eat
That's
the
so
steak.
cute. Oh, but it hurts. Oh,
You still
man.
up? Hey, brother.
We made angels, brother. Come look.
Oh my god. Oh. I need this to stop being so cute. It's gonna hurt too much.
What are you drawing, little big brother?
Transmutation circle. Don't look sad. You're all coming.
God,
I can't throw a
stop it.
birthday dinner and not
Stop
invite
it.
his friends, right?
Stop it. This is so cute. This is so cute. No,
Okay.
this hurts me too much.
This is my lovely wife, Gracie. Your stomach's a melon.
Oh my god, Edward! Have some tact for like 5 seconds of your life. Oh, that was funny. That took me out. Wow, okay. Gotta say, I've been thoroughly enjoying this episode. This has been a good episode, dude. Like, the last two were a little hit or miss. Episode 4 was very miss for me. 5 was overall good, but like I had a few issues. This has been fun. It's hurting me. It's hurting my very soul though, in a good way, but it hurts. This is so cute. No. No, don't hurt me like this.
Who wants refills on their birthday tea? Honey, it's here.
The tea? But the doctor said next week! Right, you can't leave. I'll bring the doctor here. You can't help her. How do we
Jesus!
I guess this counts as party games.
Okay.
I can't do this! I'm dying!
If you think of it like alchemy, making a life's expensive. You have to give something up.
It's not alchemy, you know?
Look, she's alive. Can I do anything, Mrs. Hughes? Alchemy. How did you use alchemy without a transmutation circle?
I don't know. I just used my head.
I can feel its head now!
She can feel its head. What's that mean? I'm not touching baby stuff.
Yeah, they don't have Winry to save them this time.
It's all thanks to you kids. I couldn't have done it without the other birthday boy and his friends.
We didn't do anything.
That's right. Edward and... Oh, no, they share a birthday. This is hurting me too much. No. No. This is the real reason why Brotherhood is better. It doesn't hurt me in these ways. No, it still hurts me. That's a lie. That's a straight up lie. It still hurts just as bad. This is just laying it on thick, though. This is just like, really just like, hey. Pain.
Now, Mom's on the other hand. There's your miracle.
Hey.
Percy did something tonight alchemists couldn't do in 1,000 years. No strings attached.
Our mom did it too.
Twice.
You think I was that soft when I was born?
Yeah. It's kind of how babies work.
Of course you were. You were still soft when you were 5.
Yeah.
Oh, kill me, please. Just
After the break,
kill me.
I've been thinking, brother. That night at the Hughes, you changed the water without a circle. Most people can't do that.
But it was just a fluke. I haven't been able to do it since then.
Still, you showed it was possible. I need to learn how too.
It is like an interesting change, the whole like Ed not immediately knowing how to do alchemy without a circle. I guess it makes sense because like the context of what the gate is and all that stuff is different here versus Brotherhood, where the gate is like, I want to call it enlightenment, but it, it's knowledge beyond human comprehension. It makes sense for him to just know how to do it in Brotherhood because that's what the gate is. It's knowledge. It's giving you knowledge that you should not be able to know or comprehend as a human being. It's like the knowledge of God, essentially. It's like the whole thing, like you see a eldritch horror and you can't comprehend it, so you die. Like, that's kind of what the gate is. But in this, it's different. And I don't remember all the details of how it's different. So I guess it does make sense in this world for it to be this way. Honestly, like, as long as it's consistent to itself, I'm fine. But, I don't know, it's an interesting choice that I don't 100% know how I feel about it, because like, when he clapped his hands together and warmed up the water, I'm like, okay, but you can't accidentally do alchemy. Like, it's a science. It's something very intentional. You have to understand the equations and the science behind it in order to make alchemy work. So I'm a little like, on the whole, he just accidentally does it. Because alchemy is intentional. It is an intentional science. You have to intentionally do it. So I don't know how I feel about that, just based on the magic system and the world building and stuff like that. But I am curious at how the gate is going to be different in this version than it is in Brotherhood. Because I don't remember everything about that.
And what about a physical? They could open up my armor and find out there's nothing inside.
Hey, maybe you could stuff Alexander in there and pretend you're a talking dog.
I don't think that's very fun.
I think it's hilarious.
We'll now commence with the preliminary exam. Good luck.
The first Bradley appearance. Let's go. I guess.
You have to do what they say, even hurt people, for some good you don't understand. It means you're a
Because
dog
it's
of
not
the state
good.
with a leash around your neck.
But, Ed...
One of us has to join to get what we need, but we both don't have to. Let me go alone, and I promise I'll fix things. Get us back the way we were.
This is a really good moment.
Brother...
I really liked that moment. I'm not gonna go on like a big tangent about it or anything like that. I'm just like, credit where credit is due. That was a really solid moment that I enjoyed.
Elle, do you think we decided right? Chose the right path?
How many times are they gonna... I'm sorry. How many times are they gonna reuse this exact scene in animation? Like, I don't know if it is legitimately reused animation, which is understandable. I get it. You know, like, if you already have it, you might as well use it. But this is the third time in a single episode, which is kind of crazy. These fucking trucks driving by my house, I'm going to kill them with my brain. Anyway.
It's strange. We've been right beside each other all this time. But I can't remember what your skin feels like or how you smell.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Shouldn't laugh,
And
but
then,
that was kind of funny.
The day of the practicals.
I need something for you.
Oh, my heart.
It's a circle to help your wish.
It's great, thanks, Nina.
Just kill me. Just sever my head. Rip out my heart. I don't need it. And literally nobody else is doing anything. What the fuck? Huh? What did he just do?
Alchemy without circles. I think we've found our alchemist.
That's cool.
Youngest we've had.
How did he Okay. How do I want to approach this? Why did he... Hey, you can't... That's not how... The rocks that were all... Okay, like him going from the ground through the giant... The tower, reaching the hydrogen thingy, and turning that into something else. That's fine. But the rocks that were already falling, he couldn't do anything with. It's not... I can't believe I'm about to be one of those pretentious assholes who's like, it's not magic. Because it's a magic system, okay? It is a fantasy world with a magic system. But within the context of the universe, it's a science. It's not a magic system, it's a science system. To us, as viewers, yes, it is magic. But to the people in the world, it is science. And science can't stop things that are falling out of the air that you have no physical contact with. The way alchemy works should not have been able to do that. Like, if he had created like a hut or something around the guy to protect him from the falling debris, that would have worked. But you can't stop something that's in mid-fall magically like that. That's not how alchemy works. I'm sorry, O3. I do enjoy you. I do love you. Sometimes you make no damn sense, though. Like I said, I said it pretty much from the beginning. If I see bullshit, I have to call bullshit. And that was bullshit.
Magic flower!
Alright, so that was Fullmetal Alchemist episodes 5 and 6. Episode 5 was fine. I enjoyed it. I was fun time. Mace Hughes, my man. Love him. Episode 6, really good. I was having a great time. It hurt my soul, but it was a good kind of hurt. Like I said, I was having a great time with episode 6. Lost me a little bit there at the end with the alchemy stuff, but overall, thoroughly enjoyed it. 2 pretty enjoyable episodes. I still think episode 3 overall has been my favorite episode. That one was just really good, and the way it just gave Trisha so much character. Really, really loved that. But these 2 were also really good. When it's manga, but still doing its own thing, that's when I tend to enjoy it the most. Because then it really does feel like glorified fan fiction. Because it literally just is like a canon divergent AU. Like, that's literally what this is. And, like, I have a really good time with it. Obviously, there's moments where I'm like, he would not fucking say that. Or, that's not how the fucking magic system works. But, you know, it happens. And you have fun with it. Because, like I said, that is what I am doing. I'm having fun. Even when I'm criticizing it, even when I'm being more critical of it, I'm having a good time. And there's one thing I want to say. Like, yes, I'm critical of 03, but you have to understand that if we were watching Brotherhood instead, I would be just as critical as of it as I am 03. Because, as I've said, the manga is my favorite version of the story, and there are things about Brotherhood that I think they fucked up on. Brotherhood is a good adaptation, but, like, there's still things that are different and make me go, hey man, what the fuck? Like, why are we doing it this way? Like, 99% of Brotherhood is great, but like that 1% pisses me the hell off, okay? You gotta understand. That 1%, whew, I can go on a rant about that 1%. So I'm just as hard on Brotherhood as I am on 03, but I would say I give 03 more leeway because I understand it's not trying to be a perfect adaptation. Therefore, I'm going to judge it as its own story. 2 pretty fun episodes. Had a great time. Thank you.